Hey, what is going on, good people? And welcome back to the eternal search for truth. This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, he was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once. Hey, only once? Hell yeah, smash that desk. It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. I thought he was going to pull the sword out there. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen 2 different times. Alright, I concede defeat. Nice, that's easy. Hey, we tipped the scales back in our favour. So unfortunately, I tried to get this controller to... because it seems like it does some sort of wireless gimmick, but the, whatever you'd call it, synchronise button, or whatever that's called at the top, just does not seem to be working, unfortunately. But oh well, one wire in our life is not the worst. Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leaning to not guilty. We've done it. We've won. We certainly haven't won. What are you playing at, you dandy fool? Shut your trap, sir. No one deceives me. But we had a consensus. I said shut your trap. I know a lie when I see one. And if the chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I'll take this razor-sharp blade and shave every last hair off his head. Stop licking the knife, you weirdo. Please tell me he's a barber. Oh, yeah, that is a really weird threat otherwise.
Well, in a quite remarkable turn of events, the defence's summation examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate, and the trial must continue.
Nice. Success.
I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places. And I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth.
Nice, the judge is on the same quest we are. Take that, vampire guy. Oh, that's his name. Good timing.
So, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please.
Damn. No, don't drink more wine. He's drowning his sorrows. Let's get him. Yeah, good time to hydrate. Oh man. What's he up to now?
Having savoured the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hallowed chalice.
Is that his favourite glass? He just broke it.
It may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Brr. Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
As your antiquated tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination. So I honoured a deathly silence and listened to the charade.
No, he's been preparing his attack.
It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury.
Why are they getting so sweaty?
Well, no matter.
Why didn't it show the other 3?
There is nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No, and why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all?
Hey, he's got a sword too. Surely a duel is in order.
So let us proceed to the next round of battle.
Damn, cloak off.
Bring forth the witnesses once more.
Okay, he's getting serious. This is not good. He looks so worried to be back.
Witnesses, I trust you heard the summation examination we just had to endure.
Oh, yes, sir. That I did, sir.
Of course I heard it.
Oh, yes, sir. I heard it.
You, sir, on the end, the coachman. I believe it's Beppo.
Yes, sir. My lord, sir.
If it transpires that in your previous testimony you were attempting to veil the presence of a fifth passenger on your omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir.
Oh, mio Dio. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Now then, witnesses, I hereby call on you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summation examination.
Okay, let's do this. Are they saying the same stuff? Various misgivings.
I only carried 4 passengers that night. I swear it. But,
Well, I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus.
He fiddled us on the fare, he did. And then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It's all too much.
I tell you, I saw him stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands.
Oh, yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so, yes.
You think so? What?
Counsel, make sense of this for me, please.
The phantom fifth passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed.
Okay, they're going for that angle.
The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little cousinage.
I've no idea what that word is. And if it's got a Z in it, you would imagine it's an American word, or Americanized, however you want to say that. So, interesting. Okay. Beppo, explain yourself!
I'm terribly sorry, Guildmaster.
The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board, you know that. Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare?
It's so cold, and the last run of the day is always half empty.
You have been dishonest, coachman.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's smashing the shit out of these desks. You're a disgrace, Beppo, a disgrace! And your selfish actions have brought dishonor on the entire guild.
If I may, sir, I had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week.
What?
4 passengers at 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times already, but I just can't make the results come out differently.
No, that figures. Damn it. They shot a hole in our defense immediately.
Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings has already been explained. So, counsel for the defence, your cross-examination, if you please.
We've already had the pleasure of a protracted summation examination today. I see you intend to continue the parlour games.
Damn, this guy's really not happy. Absolutely. Use the sword, please. Cross-examination. Okay. Oh man, I forgot we only have 4 lives left. Then we had better do a safety save. Come on! Yes! Yeah, why is he saying but? And if we mess up here, are they going to start casting their fire the wrong way again? Oh yeah, we got that thing. Okay, so him owing money would have nothing to do with that. So maybe this is where we'd press him to get some money info. But this is well blatant, he just says, I think.
Hold it!
So we should go for that straight away, I think. Earlier you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you?
Oh yes! Yes, that's right!
Why is he so scared? Sure. Time to study up. You said that the victim was on the floor and described the assailant holding the knife in an ice pick grip. Hey, just like the granny said. Okay, same reactions. What is he up to?
I suppose I might have, yes, put the cart before the horse. Maybe.
What's this?
Well, I'm quite sure about most of it. I was driving the horses when I heard a scream from the seats of the roof deck. Oh, I expect that was me, sir. Then when I turned around...
What, he looks a bit shifty there.
Yes, I saw it through the skylight. The gentleman was on the floor and the knife was sticking up out of his midriff. That's right, yes, and the fellow holding the handle was the famous man, yes.
So in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all? Why is he looking so happy?
I really thought that I did, but when I go over it again in my head, no, I suppose I didn't actually see the precise moment of the stabbing, did I?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Excuse me.
That's well blatant. Struth! Do you have something to say about that?
Now you listen to me! I know what you're thinking. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that, hey?
Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new info from him if I answer him cleverly. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment the crime was committed? Some days are like that. What is that answer? Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Oh, unless it's going to be some weird... The other answer was to do with the weather, or some bollocks like that. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on the top of an omnibus, that is. Oh yeah, because you're meant to be on the city tour or whatever, right?
Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, I'll have you know. And I know what I saw. I remember it as clear as a Ballarat day. It was a grim scene, I don't mind telling you.
What?
Thank you. Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord. I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw.
Oh, I can do that all right. I'll tell you just how grim it was. Okay, so by pressing the other dude, we got new info at this guy.
Do you think I'd forget the sight of those blood-soaked hands after that butcher stabbed the man?
Okay, so we unlocked a new gimmick. Right. Right, so that's quite blatant, but let's see if... No, that was randomly to do with the money thing. I was sort of, I guess, clutching at straws there. So let's go with the new thing. Change of plan. But let's do a little save just because that went so well. No, not down there, damn it. Yeah. Let's go. No! Wrong button! Not long ago, this trial very nearly came to an end. Okay, so we get a little hint here, accidentally. Somehow we've managed to keep our chances alive here. I can't waste this cross-examination. I have to use it to bring some new facts to light. Oh no, this is what I was worried about.
If you're not careful when you press these witnesses, the danger is that the jury will end up believing something unhelpful as they did before.
Maybe, but we can't let the fear of that happening stop us from uncovering important new info.
Yes, you're so right.
I need to pay careful attention here. I don't want to miss even a flicker of a reaction. Okay, among these witnesses. There we go.
Remember...
Don't hesitate to pursue them.
Okay, tiny mash, little mash, big mash, slow it down. Yeah.
Hold it.
Blood-soaked? Yeah, I don't think we've got any info we could, evidence we can present, so we will have to press this, I think.
Ahem. Well, perhaps soaked is laying it on a little thick, but...
Okay, and he's looking a bit shifty. Maybe he'll get involved.
But anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it.
Both of them were covered in it? There wasn't that much on his gloves, were there? Yeah, decent size. And you saw that from the roof? Through the skylight?
Well, the skylight's reasonably large, so I had a pretty good view. And there was a lamp on inside the carriage as well, so I'm quite sure of what I saw.
Quite sure is a bit dodge. This banker's latest statement.
I feel sure there's something not quite right about it.
When you feel something doesn't add up, that's when you should have a good look through the court record.
Okay, evidence time, baby. No, not the hint. No one really reacted there, though. Come on. Shut up. Shut. There we are. Right, what evidence we got? Don't need that. Internal. Okay. Yeah, not that much blood. Yeah, all there. I wonder if the real jam is like he was trying to pull the knife out of him or something well dodgy. Okay, maybe we can press this.
Hold it.
But... So, there were only 4, but you didn't charge them the standard 4p fare, is that right?
It's impossible to make the last run of the day pay! I was so cold, it was all I could do to stop myself passing out!
I'm getting chilblains just listening to you.
It was terrible, so I wanted to give myself a pat on the back for even keeping the bus running.
Okay, bit of a dead end here.
Does the dedicated coachman deserve an extra penny per passenger?
You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here. If only there had been a 5th passenger on the omnibus that night, then we would have had another suspect. Don't say anything. You just sit there in silence, damn it. Yeah, that's probably fine. So maybe he actually saw something. You never know, right? This blood-curdling sight, you mean the murder, I presume? Yes, sir. Oops, wrong voice.
In loathsome sight, no one should have to witness the horror in the eyes of a man the moment his life is taken.
Oh, well, not exactly, sir.
Aha!
I mean, I didn't actually see the exact moment the gent was stabbed.
Good gracious, really?
We have another witness who did, however. The banker has already testified to it.
Okay, so 1 out of 3. But he didn't actually see the point at which the victim was killed. That may turn out to be very significant.
I heard the banker gent next to me take a sharp intake of breath, see? That's when I looked through the glass. That's when I saw that horrible blade poking out from his belly, all covered in blood. Every time I see a knife now, I can't help screaming, even when I'm eating.
What? Stop just screaming at your dinner. Right, let's press this then. So you saw the defendant stabbing the victim who was sitting next to him. Ah, that's what I said, isn't it? Yeah, but apparently he was stabbed on the floor. Aha! It was bothering me before, this was. For just a brief moment, he hesitated before answering the question.
Anyway, there was only the two of them inside the carriage, wasn't there?
There's been much talk of a fifth passenger, but as of yet, zero evidence.
Then what are we wasting all this time for, eh? It's black and white. The man's guilty.
Something about his testimony just jars with me. I wish I could work out what it was. He's not giving anything up by pressing. Blood-soaked hands. So maybe if we just present the gloves.
Objection.
Okay, music stopped. So maybe we'll just wave these in his face and be like, do you call this blood-soaked? Blood-soaked hands?
Well, I admit that soaked may be laying it on a little thick, but...
that's exactly what you said before when we pressed.
But anyway...
Yeah. Well, I'm very sorry to disagree. Maybe the photo would have worked as well. I'm very sorry to disagree, but that's more than a little peculiar. Don't rest your hand on the sword.
What?
Here are the gloves worn by the defendant on the night in question.
Oh, yes, right.
And there certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-coloured stain here. But, as I'm sure you can clearly see...
You are a liar.
It's only on the right-hand glove.
Ah!
In short...
Your testimony is inconsistent. Yeah! But, no. That can't be right.
So you're the liar here then?
Yeah!
That's right, you were quite clear about it. You said,
Yeah!
it was both hands.
Yeah!
Aha! So no one actually saw it, eh? If your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed,
But is that really the truth?
Ah!
Objection.
Stop chewing on your cane, you weirdo.
It was a simple mistake. You can't justify accusing this man of lying.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to make mistakes in court.
Yes, it wasn't both hands, it was only one, but the fact remains. The victim's blood was on the accused.
Yeah, but we're not talking that No, he categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands, which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court.
Yeah! Why? I'm a city banker, for pity's sake. My word should be the gold standard. I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe. Upstanding members of society don't prevaricate.
He's claiming to have no reason to lie. Aha, here we go, but is that really the case?
If we had some evidence to explain why he might be lying, it could turn the tide in this trial completely.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Something to show this man has a compelling reason to lie in his testimony. I have evidence. My lord.
Yes, counsel?
Both hands slap, let's go. The defense is ready to present evidence.
By Jove, are you sure?
Yes, evidence that will clearly demonstrate why he had reason to lie in his testimony.
Very well. I hereby call on the defense to present its evidence.
Oh God, here we go.
The evidence that demonstrates a motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court.
Take that!
Take that.
This is a list of the debtors who owe money to him.
Yes, a list of innocent victims crippled by the accused's extortion.
The point is, among these names of debtors is your name. Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
What? Are you currently indebted financially to the accused?
No! Well, it's barely worthy of being called a debt. According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas, not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say?
Ah!
All this guy's doing is screaming his head off on the witness stand. Well, what of it? Let's suppose he were to be found guilty of murder. What would become of your debt in that case? Aha.
These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, were the creditor, the defendant here, to be sentenced to a capital punishment, all outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist.
Cease to exist?
Is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw in a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant?
Gah! Gah!
Nice.
Order! Order! Order!
Yes, my lad!
Let me ask you again, and be aware that your answer may have most serious implications on your future, sir.
Right, that seems like an amazing point to leave it. So let's get the old save on and see just how shafted this geezer gets next episode. We caught him red-handed, baby! And we're turning the tide. Righty guys, if you like the looks of any of these suggested videos that will start flooding the screen any second now, then check some of them out, and more importantly, let me know what you think. If you've missed any of the Great Ace Chronicles, whatever it's called, catch up, because this is awesome so far, man. And as always, the main thing, I hope you're well, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.